Woke up a bit worse for wear on day 13 for obvious reasons. But let's see how far we can get on the last 2 days of the trip and hit the road. If we could find the road. Just need to be there. Alright, should we just go? Where's the path even? There's a path on the map. There's nothing down there, is there? How do we get down though? Probably on along that railing. Oh, some abandoned train track down here.
Oh yeah. I was about to say, what makes you think it's abandoned?
I swear there are more Dynamo Dresden fans here than in Dresden.
Do these do something?
I can hear voices coming out of it.
Einen wunderschönen guten Tag.
What's she saying?
Der Weg hat sie auf den Kutschenstein geführt.
This lady's introducing herself as a Spinnereiarbeiterin. Spinnereiarbeiterin, whatever that means. Weaving, maybe?
So today we're a bit hungover and couldn't get bikes again, obviously. And there's a bit of like an empty stretch between here and Torgau. So we're basically just walking like probably about 3 hours today, not far, up to Strehla. And it looks like another boring, empty stretch, mainly along the side of fields. So, enjoy.
There's just a couple of little villages on the way, but they look very small on the map. Not expecting there to be anything to do there, or eat or drink or see.
Not much to report about day 13. It was another energy-sapping trudge through grassy fields, but a bit prettier and a lot windier. Here's our destination. Glad we're not canoeing in that today. It's choppy. Shows how sort of empty this stretch is. Just empty and flat, but we can see the town we're going to up ahead and the town we left behind. Stala looks really nice though from here.
Good first impression.
Sign for a beer garden, 50 metres. This beer garden seems to be literally a garden. A sort of farmhouse courtyard with a farm shop attached and a load of chickens and a very loud rooster knocking about. Just a really charming, proper country business. You can hear like ones in the distance doing it if you listen closely, laying claim to each other's turf, you know,
Right.
or to their own turf.
And that's all they do, all day.
This is my harem. This morning.
I really want to ask what kind of customers they get here, if it's local village people or passing hikers.
The village people performing on Saturday.
This was a short leg.
The problem is there's nothing between here and Mühlberg, and that's a long way away. That would be like another 5-6 hours walk probably.
Which technically we could do.
Yeah, it'd be another one where we're like sort of struggling to get there before sunset, wouldn't it? And we're in no fit state really.
If we'd had bikes, it would have been a different story. We've been aiming for Torgau already.
Well, or if we hadn't gotten so pissed last night.
That might have something to do with it, yeah. Yeah, we'll be staying in Strehla tonight.
And you see how far we can get on the last day tomorrow?
Yeah.
Torgau doesn't look likely. Nope. We stumbled upon some pretty cool hidden places like this along this journey.
Yeah, that's the beauty of walking.
It's quite really weird, making really weird noises.
It's like a chirping sound.
See you later.
Good, thanks.
That thing says on it, ring of friendship. I guess it's a bit sad now. But that's there because Strehla is where the Soviet and American armies met each other, you know, pushing from east and west in World War II.
Right, Canton.
I don't know about you, but I am voting for this Frank Anton fella. He looks like a man I can trust. Starting to feel like there's not going to be much to do in this town that we've got a lot of time to kill in.
Well, I'm happy to chill, to be honest. We could go for a walk, I guess.
I'll get those steps in. That's us. Got our room above an old bakery. It's proper. This proper old building, isn't it? Proper dungeon key.
That's a key.
And it's the only accommodation in this town, so we're lucky to get it. And it's cheap. So after our most pathetic distance, nice line though, hugging the river, we had some time to kill chilling in Stala, and it was an easy place to chill. A pretty old little town and dead quiet. Apart from the fact that it seemed to be on some kind of trucking route. So all the pubs and restaurants seem to be closed till 5.
Yeah, so we got 50 minutes to kill by going to a little pizza / kebab joint.
Because it's, I think, the only place open in town, except for the bakery where we're staying. Talking about how the Allies met here. It's funny because there's no modern buildings. It probably looked exactly the same then as it does now, which is a good thing.
I never would have even considered that. But thanks for bringing it to...
Anyone for a butt gun tattoo?
5.6% juice. Get your hands off my chicken.
Oh, that's really good.
Speaking of boredom, I get the feeling that a lot of people, if you just plonk them in a little village like this, they just wouldn't know what to do with themselves. They'd probably have anxiety about filling their time.
When I'm in Berlin Central Station trying to get back to Prague, I'm going to miss places like this.
You might be right about that.
Where is everybody? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
One more time.
Where are they?
No one seems that bothered by it.
I really do think that this is one of the weirdest places I've ever been to. But nobody's here. Where is everybody, Dan?
It's just trucks driving through town all day. Loads of traffic.
You know, the two pubs that there are in this town, I would expect them to be completely full. You know, with the number of people who clearly live here.
Day 14 begins, and after a lovely breakfast in the bakery above which we stayed, and a good chat with one of the owners, it was time to hit the old dusty trail for the last time. On this trip, anyway.
I wonder when that happened.
It was windy as yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that was quirky accommodation.
Yeah, one of the quirkier ones, but it was perfectly fine, and the hosts were very pleasant.
Shared bathroom.
Bit of a pain, yeah.
But that's what they advertise, and that's why it's cheap. So today.
Yeah. Last day.
Last day, yeah.
We've made it 1.3 miles before sitting down for another coffee.
Yeah, we'll be in Berlin tonight, getting ready to go home tomorrow.
But where will the walking end?
It's looking like Muhlberg. Didn't even make Torgau in the end. Sebastian's cocktails is what put the nail in the coffin. Just got too wasted that night.
Don't regret a thing.
Nah. And probably at some point we'll come back to Muhlberg and get to Hamburg if it kills us.
That's right, yeah. The mission is about just over a third complete.
I think it's closer to halfway.
Pretty close. We got pretty close to halfway.
We're such losers. We almost got to halfway.
Almost. There's nothing in the rules that says we can't do it in 2 lots. So, if you enjoyed this series, keep an eye out for the next one.
I had no idea they grew so much corn in Germany.
Well, they have that corn liqueur thing, don't they? Do you think it's made of corn?
Something tells me it might be. We've seen a lot of animals on this trip. Didn't expect to see an ostrich down this particular road. Bloody dinosaur.
They do look dinosaur-like, don't they?
Just the way they walk and everything. Alright.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, just give up. Good day to you, sir.
They're emus, aren't they?
Emus. What's with all the ostriches and emus? Saucies. So basically just cut out a pretty big bend because there was just nothing on the map for like ways to follow the river. The paths don't look that good around here either, but there are paths. So yeah, it means we're making decent time. It's got a Czech flag on it.
Yeah. What news do you bring of the Czech Republic?
Fresh meat, lads. 2 corpses coming right up. So this is Saxony. This is Saxony, and that is Brandenburg on the other side of the river. And that's also where Muhlberg is, not too much further ahead. So we're thinking we could probably go further, we're not sure.
We could go further. The problem is that the next point is much, much further after Mühlberg.
Yeah. Sort of the same problem we had yesterday, really. And we need to be careful coming up because there's a lot of places where we can just walk down dead ends, right?
Yeah.
Like that just sort of stick out into the river in random directions.
I wonder what they're catching here,
Fish.
apart from E. coli.
These things have a weird effect on the flow.
Maybe it confuses the fish.
Yeah, do you think it's for like trapping fish? Some of this water flowed through Prague. Some of this water flew down the little Botich stream that goes through my neighbourhood in Prague.
Some of it flowed through your intestines.
But we don't know that for sure.
This is a completely different type of landscape from what we have seen so far, isn't it? And we had kind of empty fields, miles of empty fields before, but
This is a bit nicer.
we can see more of the river here, I guess. and we can see what's going to be the final destination.
Yeah, Mühlberg. So we've ended up making the exact mistake we didn't want to make, because we're starting to walk onto this massive peninsula with like a river cutting it off, a little stream cutting it off.
Yeah,
We have to either walk ages back or trust that this tiny little bridge right at the end is going to be open.
and that we can actually walk to it from here. There's this kind of stream thing that goes back for basically the whole way we've been walking.
Well, guess we got to trust in this bridge then. That's never let us down in the past. They are some sorry looking sunflowers. The map shows this as a path, what we're on now, and it leads up to that bridge, but it's not a path, is it? It's just a field. So why would there be a bridge at the end of it? It is a bridge on the map.
There is a bridge on the map. Yeah, we've been here before, haven't we?
It would be a fitting end to the series to do exactly what happened on day one, on the last day.
Well, if the stream is narrow enough, maybe we can just
Wade
hop over
through
it.
Okay, the distance we'd have to walk back, I might just take my shoes and socks off and wade through it.
Yeah, we're clearly gearing ourselves up to this bridge being locked or not existing. This looks like somebody's field that we're not supposed to be walking on.
We have to try and get to it now, though.
Yeah.
What other choice do we have?
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in turning back yet, but I really hope that bridge is open.
Ah, please. So we marched over the worst terrain yet, praying we weren't just heading to a dead end. Skirting around this field so as not to attract the attention of this farmer who probably owned the bridge. Oh, that's gotta be it.
It's got to be it.
That's gotta be it. Oh, I think this is good. Yes! I think it is just a bridge for this farmer, but it's open. We could have waded through, but I'm glad we don't have to. It's a proper old stone bridge. Oh, I'm loving this bridge.
We've had a difficult relationship with bridges. It turns out, just looking on at the lines on the map, this little section here in this field where we're standing is a little piece of Brandenburg that spills into Saxony.
How pointless is that? There's nothing here. It's like one house. Approaching the finish line, crossing this ultra-modern motorway bridge felt symbolic, with the sound barriers cutting us off from the natural world we'd been immersed in for the last 2 weeks, and making the passing vehicles sound extra loud. Massive thanks to everyone who's watched this series. Keep sharing if you want to give us a hand. And I've scheduled this episode to come out when we've already left for part 2. So if you're anywhere along the Elbe between Mühlberg and Hamburg this month, then you might catch us. This is so like picturesque.
It is like we've been dropped into a massive Lego set.
Yeah, we haven't seen any people either. It's just like a neat and tidy mini little toy town.
The next person we see is going to be a giant minifigure.
It's great places you find in like these little villages. It just seems like someone's backyard.
Yeah, and they always do amazing cakes.
It's got like jam and chocolate or something inside.
This is a poppy seed tart. Pretty popular here.
Final
Meal.
our last supper.
Apart from Berlin.
Well, Berlin doesn't count. It's not part of the mission.
Yeah, we finished. The walk-in's finished.
The walking's finished here. We're finished here. This is the end point.
Sleepy little Mühlberg. So we just missed the bus to Falkenberg, where we need to be to get the train to Berlin. There's another one. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest, in general. There's one in an hour with a change somewhere we're thinking about sticking our thumbs out and maybe trying to hitchhike a bit, which neither of us have ever done before.
It would help if there was some passing traffic.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think we just saw one car.
Worth a shot, I guess, while we're waiting.
I reckon this is the kind of place though where there's more decent chance someone might take pity on us.
Put your theory to the test.
So eventually we got the bus. We're getting a bus to Bath, something or other, and from there getting a train to Falkenberg, and then a train from Falkenberg to Berlin. And this is the first vehicle we've been in since the Uber we used from Prague to wherever it was we started.
Oh, well, not from Prague. From just outside Mielnik to Mielnik.
Oh yeah.
That would have been a really rubbish first day if we just took a Uber to Mielnik. What's it called? Liebenwerda. It's hard to believe this is a working train station. Look inside, it's just like smashed glass and...
It's obviously not a working train station building.
So we got 2 changes now. We're doing like a 3-minute ride and an 8-minute ride. And then we should be on the last train to Berlin. Train 1, train 2. So here's a day 14 distance and the total distance of the trip. We eventually made it to Berlin, where we had a great time, and that was it. It was very weird flying past a lot of the towns we'd been to on the way up on the train so effortlessly.
This has been a mental experience. We're going to finish this mission. We will. It's been nice spending some quality time.
And for part 2, we need to go hard to make it to Hamburg, so do come back for the next series. See you later.